Greetings folks, and welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure preview. Well, not one figure, but two figures. Overnight Hot Toys have dropped two new Spider-Man figures on us, but before we get into it, I'd like to send the usual massive shout out to everyone who supported the channel, and please drop a like and hype on this video as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale previews, reviews, showcases, tours, and all that other good stuff that we've got coming up. So, Spider-Man. Where to begin with Hot Toys' relationship with Spider-Man? Suffice it to say, we seem to get a new Spider-Man figure pretty much every week, along with a new Stormtrooper and a new Iron Man variant. It seems to be their staple, their go-to. We've had weaponized, venomized, zombie, artisan, Miles Morales Spider-Man. No, we haven't. But it feels like we have been bombarded with Spider-Man over the months and years. What caught Mr. Go Figure's eye about these two was one in particular, but we'll get to that. There are two versions here. We are looking at the 1979 Nicholas Hammond version. Well, I think it was 79. It was 77 to 79 that the original TV series ran. Mr. Go Figure was a child of the 60s and absolutely loved that TV show. Watched it religiously and had a massive impact on me. Just a pity it only ran for a couple of seasons and then got chopped up into 3 movies. The second of the two figures is actually the 79 Japanese TV show iteration of Spider-Man. So, without further ado, let's dive in and have a look at the pictures. Let's take a look at the Japanese version first. Now, I don't know an awful lot about this particular TV show. Hands up here, I have never seen it. So if you know more about it, please drop a comment in the comment section below. But yeah, let's take a look at the Japanese version first. Now, quite distinctive this one, and having just done a little bit of background research on the TV show from Japan, it was taking the Marvel idea and skewing it somewhat. There were all kinds of differences going on in there. It was more martial arts related. The origin of Spider-Man was different. He wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider. It was something to do with an alien, as far as I can tell. He had more gadgets. He had this protective shield. He had a spider car. He carried a gun, which Spider-Man never did. So a lot of differences there to appeal to the Japanese audience. But first impressions on this one, having not seen that much of the Japanese TV show, is very, very good indeed. Hot Toys are past masters at Spider-Man, let's face it. They've done him enough times in 1/6 scale. But let's have a look at the photos. Yeah, straight away, very impressive. That red and blue suit, that traditional Spider-Man look. The suit itself, I am going to assume, is the usual suit that we see pretty much on every Spider-Man suit. They've become more flexible over the years. They've become more color retentive, shall we say. They're nowhere near as prone to crack and split. I've got a couple of Spider-Man figures in the collection, but that's pretty much where I draw the line. Buying one a week is not my idea of fun, but yeah. You've got this very, very unique bracelet going on, which produced the webbing, gave access to all these other bits and pieces as well. The proportions look right there. That outfit looks on point. I will be sticking some photos up in the top left-hand corner. Not so much with the Japanese version, more with the Hammond version, so you can do your own comparisons. But yeah, looking pretty good to start with. Let's zip on to the next shot. Yeah, articulation looks good. That suit seems to be falling really well. You've got that traditional Spider-Man logo on his chest there, which has gone through so many iterations. But overall, the suit looks very effective. You've got that contrasting, what looks like material, and then what looks like that sort of vinyl stroke plastic that Hot Toys use in their Spider-Man suit. So it's nice contrast there. Once again, we're seeing the detailing on that web slinger and sort of wrist remote control, looking very nicely painted and sculpted. And I am looking at these two here, it looks like we may have swap out eyes, but we'll no doubt see that as we move through these photos. Next one, action shot on the web itself. So articulation is not an issue here. Looking very, very good. Going to assume multiple swap out hands here. Those boots look very, very good. The muscularity looks there, and the articulation looks there. So yeah, if you are a fan of the 79 Japanese TV show, then I would imagine this is going to be a no-brainer for you. On to the next. We've got that sort of stealthy walking look. Once again, articulation on point. And it looks like it poses and displays really well. You're going to get creasing in both of these suits, but that's on point because back in the 70s when these were filmed, we had none of the skin-tight materials or CGI help to iron out those wrinkles, so to speak. So you're going to see, especially on the Hammond suit, there were some bags and creasing going on in there, and it looks like Hot Toys have worked with that really, really well. That spider web around the neck area looks really good, and overall very impressive. Action pose there, classic Spider-Man landing, and one hand on the floor, the other arm out, and yeah, all looking good here as far as I can tell. It's going to get samey. These photos have a tendency to, Hot Toys drop a shit ton of photos on us and literally give us 13 different close-ups of the same pose, but we'll zip on, we'll soldier on through. Another action shot here, arm out, once again, what can I say? Articulation looks good, and that suit looks screen accurate. On to the next. Now we're getting to a look at this base here. Now I'm not sure whether this is the base. No doubt there'll be an all shot at the end there with the stand in it, so we can judge that. I'm going to assume here that this is not being fluent in Japanese nor reading it, that this is Spider-Man in Japanese with that spider symbol on there. Looks like this is part of the base, done with a clear plastic attachment. We've got a hexagon going on here, but looks slightly thicker than the normal standard Hot Toys hexagon. Can't see the design behind that logo, but I'm liking that logo, the fact that they've put that on there to differentiate it in your collection as the Japanese 70s Spider-Man, and a great action pose going on there. Muscularity, creasing, and it's bending in all the right places as Spider-Man should. On to the next. Now it looks like we're getting some web slinging effects here. This swap out hand looks really good. You've got the webbing in between the fingers there, and he's pressing the button on the web slinger itself. I am assuming here then, as I say, not being an aficionado of the Japanese TV show, he had to press the wrist device to sling the web here. But once again, that webbing effect looks really good. The hands look very good indeed, and overall, as I say, Hot Toys should be doing these things in their sleep. On to the next. That classic pose again, but from a different angle. Move on to the next one. A slightly different pose here. Angry bear pose. And yeah, muscularity in those legs looks really good. I can't vouch for the build. I'm not sure who the actor was who played him in the Japanese TV show, so I can't vouch for the build on that. Looks, proportionally, looks very good. So if you know more about the Japanese TV show, please let me know in the comment section below. Is this proportionally accurate to the actor who played him? On to the next. Close-up of that head sculpt. Doesn't look like we're getting any of the magnetic swap out eyes that we normally get with a Spider-Man figure. That's a shame, but I'm sure that'll be confirmed in the all shot, as I mentioned at the end there. Probably one thing that does differentiate this from a lot of other Spider-Man figures and screen iterations of him is you've got that visible nose and mouth going on through the mask itself. That was something that sort of I did pick up on when doing a little bit of background on this, that mouth and nose were visible, and they're clearly visible there through that head sculpt. On to the next. Web slinging effect again, so let's hope we're getting, fingers crossed, we're getting multiple web effects, short ones, long ones, some with the web splat at the end of them, and that looks very effective. On to the next. Another web slinging effect here, minus splat, and yeah, creasing and proportions yet again looking good. A crawling effect here, really nice. You've got the splayed hands going on, so if you wanted to go for that that sort of vertical or horizontal look of him stuck to a surface, you can do that in the display as well. And yeah, very impactful. Liking it a lot. Liking this shot. Great shot here from Hot Toys. We've got the the open hands crossed at the front there, so yeah, no problems with articulation there. How this suit would hold up to maintaining this pose is anybody's guess, but yeah, I think the open palms there sort of hint at the martial arts-esque element that Japan brought to their iteration of Spider-Man. Some close-up details here. So we've got the openable spider bracelet. So this is where his webs originate, and it says Spider-Man on the side there, done in yellow and black. Detailing looks really good. I'm going to assume this is sculpted plastic. You've got the screen in the background there, and all the detailing of the control panel itself picked out in multiple different paint applications. Very nicely done. And I'm going to assume this was also a communications device and onboard computer as well as web slinger. So nice detailing there. And finally, the all shot. So we're pretty much seeing all the shots that we've already seen already. Now we've got multiple swap out hands here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs, 12 hands in total. Good to see. We've got a variety of different web effects here. We've got the straight, we've got the short, and we've got the splat, as I like to call it. And overall, yeah, a very, very impressive Spider-Man figure. As I say, Hot Toys bread and butter, this one. Will you be picking this one up? Let me know in the comment section below. Are you a fan of the Japanese TV show? On to the one that really, really caught my eye. So next up to bat, it is I think it was 77 to 79 that Nicholas Hammond played Spider-Man. This is the one I'm really looking forward to. This is the one that I'm probably going to go all in with because it will bring back so many childhood memories. First impressions, action shot, really, really liking this. Straight away, you've got those super wide eyes that the Hammond Spider-Man had in the 70s. Looks excellent with that rather unique edging around the eyes there, almost making it look like he was wearing a huge pair of 70s sunglasses. But yeah, really, really nicely done. Silvered at the front there, screen accurate. That belt looks really good, and once again screen accurate. And you've got the wrist device as well, the web slinging wrist device going on. Let's see if we can't get a bit closer. Right. Now I'm going to assume we're getting magnetic swap out eyes with this iteration, because what we've got here are the holes here now. As I remember it, and I could be wrong, I think they actually had to put drill holes into the eyes themselves, so the stuntmen and the actor playing Spider-Man could see what the hell he was doing. I think that's probably what they've captured there, and it just looks very, very effective. And once again, as with the Japanese version, this suit looks on point. You've got that traditional Spider-Man symbol on the chest there, the webbing effect on the suit itself, what's looking like a material contrast here. This looks like this could be all material. I'm hoping it is, because that will be more screen accurate. Doesn't look like sculpted plastic. I'm seeing the weave in the material here, so it looks like we're getting an all-material suit, which is a relief for me. I think the material would stand up better. It's far more screen accurate, but the colours pop, vibrant, screen accurate. He's clutching the camera as well. No leaving the thread, the Marvel thread here of the original story here. A reporter who was bitten by a radioactive spider. On to the next action shot. Once again, we're getting the same levels of posability and flexibility within the figure that we come to expect. And yeah, I'm going to lean in here. That looks pretty much all material to me. We're getting a hint of the nose, not so much of the mouth there, which was evident in the TV show. And the proportions look absolutely nailed on, as far as I can tell. On to the next. Another action shot here, holding onto a web rope. Getting close to seeing that belt. That's really probably one of the most important things with this figure, because that belt was quite chunky, had a lot of detailing on it, so hopefully they'll have captured that. And once again, you've got the wrist web slinger going on there, and articulation on point. Most certainly with that shot, the articulation is on point. How that figure will stand up, much better with material, obviously, to a pose like this, because it'd be great to have him in a pose like this with that high kick and no splitting going on in the crotch area there. Most important thing as well, one of the most important things to me will be the stitch work on this, because I've had Hot Toys all in one suits, especially when they do Marvel, where it can be really hit and miss, where you can have one side that's really well stitched and the other side looks like it's been done on a Friday afternoon by a 3-year-old. So hopefully they'll nail it on here, and the sculpting on the underneath of that web slinger looks really good as well. On to the next, action, flying shot, slinging a web, but which isn't there by the looks of it, and gripping another web that isn't there. Once again, colours on point, proportions on point. It would be nice to see a Nicholas Hammond swap out head sculpt. I'm going to assume here that Hot Toys couldn't get the license, because having already looked at these photos, it doesn't appear to have a Hammond swap out head sculpt, which is a real shame. I would love to have that look, that 70s look, and the first Spider-Man in the collection, but it is what it is. I'm assuming it's licensing issues here. On to the next. Another action pose, swinging on the webbing there. Yeah, that's looking really good. And that belt, I'm going to lean in here, that belt looks very good. You've got obviously in the center there, the buckle section is that silver Spider-Man face. Then you've got, I'm going to assume it's a sculpted plastic, but they're made to look like leather. You've got the brown leather going on, and then the little silver pockets that run around the belt itself all look very good. On to the next, another action pose. This is the classic look. When Mr. Go-Figure picks up this iteration of Spider-Man, this is going to be the pose I initially put him in. I think this is so iconic. This is so Nicholas Hammond, so the TV show, and I just love it. It's just that sort of crouching, because he did a lot of that crouching and scuttling along. People who see the show know what I mean. And I think that is just a superb pose, really liking it. And the hands just set it off beautifully as well. On to the next, we've got him attached to a wall. I don't think he'll be able to do this, not without a little assistance, but it looks very effective. And really, we're seeing here especially with this side shot, the proportions. I think they've got them brilliantly, because Nicholas Hammond was a slim guy. He wasn't the bulkiest guy. He was quite tall, but it was very slim, and they've captured that very well. So thumbs up to Hot Toys. On to the next, punching, running, action pose. Yeah, that material, we see it's got that shine, that sort of sheen to it, that 70s sheen, which is screen accurate. On to the next, we're slinging webs again here. Once again, the thing that captures my eye really, apart from the vibrancy of the suit and the accuracy, is the colours are really popping here, which is what they should do. On to the next, liking that a lot. Somebody over at Hot Toys has got a sense of humour. Although, as memory serves me, he did make that pose on a couple of occasions in the TV show. I just think it sort of adds that kitshness, that cheese factor a little bit. I'm liking that shot a lot. On to the next. Now we're seeing, although it's covered up by, I'm not saying, well, actually, I don't think it is covered up. I think what we're seeing here in the base here is the standard hexagon. Yeah, we've got the standard Hot Toys hexagon going on, and I'm going to assume that this top section here is another one of those clear plastic nameplates, logos that actually attaches to the base, the same as we saw with the Japanese version. That'd be great to see, because I do love that sort of gradiated effect. It just works with the 70s aesthetic of the figure. We've got a dynamic flight pole going on. We've got web splat, and looking really good on that flight pole. On to the next close-up of that shot that I really do like, and we can see the detailing here. I'm going to chance my arm here. We're looking at all, yeah, that's got to be all material with that sort of screen printed webbing over the top of it. We have got 2 pairs of interchangeable eyes. That's great to see. So we've got the ones with the holes and the ones without the holes. I'm going to assume that they're magnetically attached, as is the way with Spider-Man figures. Just great to see the options to swap them out. And finally, the all shot, the Hammond all shot, and pretty much covered everything that we've looked at there. Repetition of those shots that we've looked at, close up of the head sculpt with the silver eyes minus holes. You're getting the camera, you're getting the belt, 2 pairs of interchangeable eyes, that logo that attaches to the base, and we can see the top of that base for the first time as well. Standard hexagon with just a repetition of that clip-on logo. I'm assuming that's just going to slot into the base somewhere. And a close-up on the web slinger itself. Multiple hands, as with the Japanese iteration, and the same web splats. And overall, yeah, I've got to say, I am really impressed with this this Hammond Spider-Man. I can see this one wending its way into the collection, purely for nostalgia's sake. I'm not so keen on the Japanese one because it's just not something that's on my radar. But what are your thoughts on these 2 pieces? Will you be picking up both? Will you be picking up neither? And why? Let me know in the comments section below. Are you a fan of Spider-Man? Are you a fan of the 70s TV show? Are you a fan of the original Japanese TV show? Nothing is off menu. So please drop a comment in the comment section below. And as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to hit that bell notification icon and subscribe button so you're not missing any of the good stuff that we've got coming up on the channel. We've got reviews coming in. Very soon we're going to have a review of the Batman Returns version 2.0 from Hot Toys. That's on its way to us as we speak. We've also got Krug, aka Christopher Lloyd from the Star Trek movie. We've got reviews of Hot Toys figures, in-art Susu Toys, Present Toys, Caustic Plastic, X06, Iconic Studios, the list goes on. We've got showcases, reviews, tours and all that other good stuff. So as I mentioned at the top there, press those 2 buttons. And I suppose all that remains for me to say is a massive thank you for watching as always, from myself, from the Nostalgia Spider-Mans. Take care of yourselves, and until next time on the channel, happy collecting.